Hey there, it's Strongbow from SotAtutorials.com, and today I'm actually starting a quick little series on getting started. So there's a bunch of free trials that people can go for 4 or 5 days, and people have been asking about what do I do? It's a little bit complicated, and I know they're working on the new user experience, but I figured I'd throw together a couple of videos showing a character starting from scratch. So I actually did purchase another account or another package, a Viking bundle. I think it was a very simple one, like the $45-$55 bundle. So I wanted to start brand new from scratch and start capturing it. So I'm literally here logging in the first time into this account, and there's all these the agreements and stuff. I need to give a name. Now, of course, I use Elena Strongbow as my in-game name, and I also have Hannah Strongbow. So this one is going to be Eleanor Strongbow, and she will be female. So you got Elena and Eleanor. I like Eleanor. If you ever watched the TV series The Royals, Eleanor's one of the daughters, and she's just a cool character. So that's why I kind of fell in love with the Eleanor name. So we got that. Nice valid name. So you get to pick a name. It's got to be unique in game. It'll give you a check mark. You're going to be female or male. So this is looks like I'm loading into the Isle of Storms. So this is the first thing you're going to see when you get into the game. So I know there's some setup to get your character established into the world, and then it'll actually get you into the world, and that'll get us through the first part of this video. Second one, I want to talk about what to start doing with your character. So here's I've got a torch in my backpack, which is great. You can go ahead and click that. Some basics on here. W, S, A, and D, normal keys will move you forward, backwards. You're not fully in the game yet. You're still kind of a spirit here. Think of yourself as a ghost. Okay. If you tab out by default, actually they may switch that. My tab key is set to tab out the cursor here. If you actually get your cursor loose, you can get up here. You can get different windows you can go to. You can see your skills and journal, your backpack, and all that stuff. There is actually your character sheet, which is typically you can't see one now because you don't have one yet. Your inventory, which is your backpack. And there's always a little key, like this is bound to the I key. So I rarely go up here, as most of it I just use, the letter I. And then if I hit I again, it'll go away. J is for your journal. I hit J again, it goes away. So the mysterious one wants you to come to her. So come over to her. You can double click her or hit E. And she says, "This is Arabella. Hail, Avatar. I'm Arabella, and I've been sent to guide you. I know you're feeling ill at ease in the journey, and your spirit has taken from Earth to this place. But I assure you, your destiny has never been closer. So, guide. What is this place? Let's click on that. This is a special place of magic called the Isle of Storms. It was a shard of once was a small moon orbiting the lands of New Britannia. Yet powerful magic has made it its center of rifts, a way station for those traveling from other realms. This is your starting point. I know what the origin said. I don't know its origins, save that it predates the cataclysm, but I'm here to help you guide you onward. Guide. The first steps for you to finish your manifestation into the world of New Britannia. So you actually become character in New Britannia. So what else can we do? Got her name and all that. Okay, manifestation. Let's click on that. There's a magical mirror down the path from here. Gaze into it and reflect on what sort of person you appear to be. You'll find other mirrors like this in your travels. To end your conversation, hit goodbye. So I gotta go down the path. You must finish your manifestation. Gaze within the mirror, then speak to the oracle and enter the rift. Farewell, Avatar. It says get the heck out of here and keep going. So this is a path. I'm just hitting the W key and I'm steering with the mouse left and right. So I'm going to go down here, follow this path to find the mirror. Now they say, it says that a waypoint serves is on your compass. This is your compass up here. Look over here, it's telling me that the mirror is off to the left here. So you can kind of see where it's at. So I can see I'm kind of aiming at it. It's going off to my left. Oh, there it is. So you can double click it or hit the letter E. E is kind of like your enter key or your execute, kind of like open door, open thing. I always use the letter E more often than clicking. So I'm going to do that. I gaze into the mirror. Woo! So, looks like it's putting in. So you can design your character. So I'm going to, let's see. I always have my characters taller. It's just me. Skin tone. Most of my characters are fair skinned. I'll keep her right there. We have the hair. What color we like? I think I'm gonna go dark hair on this one. I don't like short hair. Now you can spin your character around, see what it looks like from the left and the right. Dreads, braids. I kind of like that because this is a Viking one, so I think the double ponytail actually looks really good. So I'm gonna go with that. Now also I've done white and I've done gray. To be honest, I kind of like that one better. Okay. Eyeballs. What eye color? Let's give her icy blue. Eye height. Where it is in your face. I'm not going to change that. Eye spacing. Beady or wide apart. Eye size. Let's give it a little larger ones. Eye size, the width. There, looks good. Eye tilt. I'll keep her there. Eye insert. Iris size. Kind of like that. Looking good. Okay. Nose. Nose width. Narrow or not. Give her a model's nose. Bridge width. Make the middle part of the nose here. I'll leave that there. Top of the nose. You can set it farther apart or narrow. Nothing there. Bridge protrusion. I got no nose. I have a big nose. We'll leave it right there. Nose tip protrusion. Pinocchio. Leave that in the middle. Nose shape. Nose tip shape. Round or super narrow. Keep it narrow. I won't do the that'd be the Michael Jackson. That would be, well, I don't know what that would be. I'll keep it right there. Tip position. No, whether it's up or not. Down or up. Right there. You got your brow protrusion. Caveman. Position. Oh, let's see what that looks like. Give it that mean look. That looks good there. What do we got here? Lips. Cheekbone, actually. Position. You see that better if we go up. Up, lower. Narrow cheekbones. Give her some depth. Mouth position. Give her a little bit of a under overbite. Normal one. Nothing else there. This is your jaw. Gotta give her a chin. There. Looking good. That's good enough. So I'm going to finish up there. Are you sure you want to finish and save your changes to Eleanor Strongbow? Sure. Ta-da! So that's the mirror part. Get yourself basically shape what your character is going to look like. That's about it. I've never done a male character on here. I've only had female characters. Just what we play with. So there I am. In all my glory. Everyone mentioned that you should speak with the Oracle next. See the orange hut up there? That's the Oracle. Drag the books on the lectern. Alright, so you can either drag on your character. I find it easier to open up your inventory, so the I key, or you can bring up this and take this. This is your new player handbook. You can drop that in there. So I've got some information about getting around, exploring the world, tips and stuff. So basic stuff. You know, and right now, if you're doing this for the first time, well then you do have some basic needs. So keep that on there. Keep that on. Refer to that. This is the Oracle. So we're going to go in here. Once again, you can double click. You hit the letter E, and that's the Oracle on the wall. And you can just simply. Is there any books? The Diary Prophecy. That's another book. Let's put that in there. Alright, so get the I key to go away. I'll hit the E. Greetings, Eleanor. I'm the Oracle. I'm here to determine who you shall be as you move through New Britannia. Please let me know when you're ready for the analysis. I'm ready to begin. I want to ask you several questions that will help you determine how you will begin your journey within the lands of New Britannia. There are no wrong answers. There is no choice that is correct. There's no decision made today that's irrevocable. Your path will be your own to follow. I simply assist you in choices that feel is best. So, your answers here will help shape where you begin. So if you've played some of the original Ultimate games, kind of the same thing. You visited the Gypsies, you had tarot cards. It's kind of the same kind of deal. So, if you are entrusted to bring to your liege an uncounted purse of gold, though owning no coin of your own, along the way you meet a starving refugee what would you do? Truthfully deliver the gold? Know that your trust in you is well placed? Or lovingly give the beggar a coin, knowing it should not be missed? I'd lovingly give the beggar a coin. Avatar, if in a hard-fought battle, if you manage to disarm thy mortal enemy, who is a cruel murderer, in a duel to the death, and now he is at your mercy, what would you do? Would you show love by permitting him to yield? Or courageously fight to the end? He's a cruel murderer. He's a murderer. In these times, I would not show love to him. I would courageously fight. Avatar, suppose you have sworn oath to stand at your post during a battle, yet your friends were suffering a close-pitched skirmish nearby. What would you do? Show courage and aid your comrades in their hour of need, or knowing you may deny it later, or refrain so you truthfully state you followed your orders? I'd aid. I'd always help my friends. Very well, Eleanor. You have selected the path of courage. Dun, 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 dun. There are 3 paths: truth, courage, and justice. I think it is. Can't remember the third one. So the village of Highvale awaits me nearby the Lunar Rift. Once you travel through the rift, you will have knowledge. You will have knowledge and equipment suitable for the way of the blades and the shield. So basically, I'm going to be a fighter. That's what it's deemed that it's going to be. Now, the fact that you're a fighter, that's fine. You can go off and be a fighter. If you get in there and you want to be a mage, you can switch. You can become an archer or a mage. You can forget the blades. I want a mace, or I want a halberd or something. So don't be stuck. It's just what it picks out here, and it's just your starting equipment on that. So on Lunar Rift, the Oracle spoke of is at the top of a nearby hill. Okay. Path of Virtues. The path of virtues I speak of are your rival been told what are the virtues: truth, love, or courage. So you're on the courage path. Courage. Without which we fall of our own devices are those who seek to take all rebellion. The High Island of Norgard is struggling with the need for courage at their darkest hour. How will you guide them? What examples will you show? Norgard. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. Don't need to dally too long. Now, it says up the path. And once again, you can see up here, Lunar Rift. And this is it. We can go into the Battle of Highvale. We're actually going to go into a battle. It's kind of like your starting one, so don't fret too much. So I'm going to enter or hit E on that, and I'm off. So now I'm actually going into the Battle of Highvale. It's your first start out in the entire continent, which is called Novia. Novia is the overland, and Novia is the entire world that you're going into. And then there are different towns and areas inside of there. There are regions, like up in the very first starting region was Highvale, or the Hidden Vale. There's Drakvald and stuff. They're just areas, I don't want to say that portion of the continent. And then there are towns in there. So there's a Dying Knight. Oh, so let's go talk to the Dying Knight. And you can go over him and double click him. Diana, Tracy. Oh, no, not Tracy. Forgive me. That looks remarkably similar. Who might thou be? Eleanor Strongbow. Ah, perhaps you can travel where I cannot. I'm Gawain, a knight of Norgard, and I fear my wounds are about to consume me. My request regards to mine amulet. What does he want with his amulet? He says, take great care to do amulet. They wrote something in my journal. Take great care, Eleanor. This is my testament amulet. It will bear my final words back to the halls of valor in Norgard. I also leave you with my key to the gate used to flee this battlefield as quickly as I are able. Prithee, please leave this place and carry this quickly with you to my sword-bound Bridget in Resolute. So, it wants me to take this stuff to Bridget in Resolute. Oh, sounds good. We'll go there. I'm going to hit J to bring up my journal. And you see, I've got two ones. I've got tasks over here. One, this is, you may not see it from the camera. One says leave Highvale. The other one says deliver Gawain's amulet. If you go to your current task, this is your ones in order. Now that I have Gawain's amulet, I should leave this place before more enemies arrive. Die Knight of Norgard. Gawain trusts me with an amulet. Basically, take it to Resolute to Bridget. So your tasks are listed inside your journal here under tasks. You get knowledge entry. Every time you get something that's important, they'll keep adding them onto here. You've met the Oracle, some kind of mechanical device. That was your last thing you did. Here's your Dying Knight stuff. So this is your pages here. There's always a little leaflet if you need to go back. If there's nothing here, then this is the final page. This will take you to the table of contents, or in the end there. So yeah, so we got to get out of here, and it wants us to go to Resolute and go give this amulet to his beloved Bridget. So now you'll notice in my inventory you got a bunch more stuff. So you definitely got a lot more. So I hit my inventory. So we got things like the key here. We got a map, some potions, a recall teleport scroll. Recalls, you can set yourself to a spot in the world. You can bind to a spot. Whenever you hit recall, you can go there. So you can bind to a town. If you own a home, you can bind to your home. You only can bind to one spot at a time, so I'm bound to my home. So whenever I recall, I go back home. So I'm off on the other side of the world, and I can go back home. Teleports a little bit differently. As you build up friends, and you have friends in your list of friends, you can teleport to friends as well. So they're kind of like, those are your mobile ones. If you played Ultima, it's kind of a little bit different. You used to recall to ruins or recall to different spots. Recall here is to one spot. But teleporting, you teleport to people that you know, and if they're in an area, you can teleport. If someone's deep down in a dungeon, you can't teleport to them, but if they're over in a town, you can. You got a torch you can carry here. You got a bunch of stuff here. Now, just understand these grade ones, these are all equipped. That means they're on you, they're ready to use, and they use them as you do things in the world, like the cleaver. If you go to a butchery station to chop up some animal stuff you got, well, you'll use a cleaver. If you go to cook, you'll use your cooking pot. If you go to fish, one of the ones you most likely will start out with is your skinning knife. So if you kill an animal, you can skin it and get its hide. A sickle. If you see a cotton bush, you can go get that and get some cotton off it. You should have an axe, a harvesting axe. You see a tree, you can chop it down. We'll see that, I'm sure, at some point here. What else is there? Smithing hammers, tailoring, tanning knives. These are all things as part of the crafting system. But you really don't have to worry about them. They're there. They'll use them automatically. They do have durability, so once in a while they will actually decay and just, they'll be broken. You have to buy a new one or make a new one. But yeah, so just kind of ignore all that. You've got your basic stuff here. This is just, here's your books. I want to see your character sheet. Looks like you've got no helmet. You've got a copper chainmail chest quarter armor, so it's not arm, it's not sleeves. It's just your covers your torso. You've got cloth leggings, cloth gloves, some cotton cloth boots. You get the bare minimum. You don't even have a weapon. I mean, you can't even go out there and punch. So we're gonna have to find a weapon at some point in life. So yeah, so let's see. So we want to start looking around. Maybe we can find something in here. I know he wants us to flee. What's over here? Well, it doesn't look like I can get through there. Could jump down there. Let's stay on the path that they kind of laid out for us. I'm sure it led past him. Now, there is an integration. There is a map. If you hit M, it'll bring up your SotA map. There's a website called sotamap.com, and that was a player-created thing that he put out there. You had all the maps. Just in this last release, they added an integration so you can actually see this. You can move this around. I usually leave it in here in the corner. If you want to get a bigger view, you can drag it up. You can literally click and hold and drag. So you can see we're right here. There's that fiery bridge, so I'm probably heading off this way. And if you move in the game, you'll see it kind of move your cursor down there. Now you can, the plus, you can get more detailed, or you can zoom out. Looks like there's a Gawain to Night. Well, they have him misplaced because he's now here. So what's over here? I'm sure there's something on there. So let's see, how do we get out of here? I'd like to get in this town, so I'd like to go down here and get over, and maybe we can see what's there. So I'm going to leave this down here, just kind of see what we run into. Here's some steps. Space bars to jump. And there are some horses. No, you can't ride horses in the game yet, so I don't even think it yet. I don't know when that's going to happen or where that's going to come to. Let's see. There's a big fire there, which I don't want to go jump through. Looks like there's a big fire there, which I don't want to go jump through. Ah, what's this down here? There's a poor dude down here. You hit E on him, or double click him. If there's anything on it, you can get it. If not, you can close the window. There's another poor dude. He's got nothing. How about you? Oath of the Knights of Norgard. It's more of an informational thing, but you know, you can pick it up. So you can read that in a second. Oh, look here. This is the best part. So, weapons. There's some archery butts. There's your sword. Highvale Defender Sword. So I basically clicked E, and that dragged it into my inventory. So, Highvale Defender. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Did it equip it automatically? Oh, it did. That's part of the new thing. So I actually put it into my hands. So right now I am in just plain old adventuring mode. Letter Z is bound to your combat mode. You hit Z, you'll pull out your weapon, and then you're there. And if you double click, let's go target this practice dummy here. So I double clicked it, I got close, and it's automatically swinging. The letter T. So that's there, it's going. Now if you can either do this by mouse or by hitting the numbers on your keyboard. So here I've got a thing called thrust. If I hit number 1 or click this, it basically is like a special move. And it takes a little bit of focus. You'll see this. There's a blue bar up on your health bar. There's a blue one, there's a red one for your health, and a blue one for your focus. So you can sit here and go. That thrust is basically a move. Once it gets open again, it lights up. You can hit it again, like that. If you get yourself damaged, this is a healing touch. This is a magic spell, so you can hit that and say, help heal yourself. So I'm going to get out of mode here. Now you're seeing some other things pop up over here off on the right. Basically, I'm going to bring up, this is one you can get to. It's called your skills, which is the letter K. This is the probably more complicated, and I don't want you to go down too far. You have two different types of skills, adventuring and crafting. Adventuring, as it sounds, is all your kind of combat defensive stuff. Crafting is basically all your stuff like, you know, mining and forestry and foraging and carpentry and cooking and stuff. We're going to focus just on the adventuring, because to be honest, even if you want to be a crafter in the world, you want to be a carpenter, make houses. That's great. You're going to have to get resources. You're going to have to go around. You're going to have to be able to fight. There's all the places where the good resources are, there are enemies in there, monsters. So you got to focus on your adventuring first. So kind of set crafting aside. Also, crafting can be expensive, and until you know what you're doing, that can be kind of difficult too. So these are your combat ones. They're all circled around here. And you see there's a number in here. So I've got some skill here. If I click on blades, Right now I have 30. I'm at level 34 of bladed combat. Because that's the way I started out, it kind of defaulted to that. This little arrow basically says I'm training. As I practice out there and I swing my sword, it will start taking experience and putting that toward there. So if I actually get back into this, I'll go back in and target this guy. You watch this, it's now going up as each time I swing. It's faster at the lower levels, it gets really slow at the higher levels. So basically what you're trying to do is get your as an adventuring person, you're trying to raise up your skill. So I'm about to get to 35. You'll see it. And that's what that did. Now it's rolled over 35, you'll get the glows around your body and that kind of stuff. So this is bladed combat. This is basically the basic skill saying I fight with a blade. Now as you get further down, you can start getting some more advanced stuff. This one's thrust, which we were doing down here. This is basically a powerful melee attack. It's basically you're going whoosh, instead of a hack and slack. This one here is riposte. Attack increase defensive value for your next hit on the player. So in fencing, riposte is when you basically do a defensive move on it. So this will help you in fighting with someone, and you want to block their thing. That attack increases defense value for the next hit on the player. So if I attack with a riposte, that means I actually bring my sword back and I can defend myself, so it reduces how much the person can hurt me in the next hit. There's other ones in here. Double slash, rend, attack that inflicts damage over a time effect on the target. So basically you've sliced them open and they're going to start bleeding. Think of it like someone's poison and it's poisoning them. Well, you kind of slice them and it's bleeding on there. It gets down here. As it gets further down, these are stronger things. Whirling blades, attack that hits multiple targets around the player. So basically you go and you hit a lot of things. There's also coup de grace. The coup de grace is attack that does 5 times damage if the target is below 20% health. So you got someone, you're fighting with them, here's their health bar, here's halfway, here's down to 20, and if you do the coup de grace, it will actually do 5 times the damage on it. It's like the finishing move. That's like one of the ultimate ones to get down here. You've got these other ones that are they're kind of gray, they're not colored. These gray ones aren't skills you work at. It's like you practice blade speed. As you use your swords, your blade speed will increase. As you use your swords, your vital points increase critical chance with blades. How often you hit a really important strike, one that does a lot of damage. These are called passive skills. So as long as they're training, they will, as you use your swords, these will go up. While this one, like thrust, will only go up whenever you use thrust. So this is actually a specific skill versus a passive, an active versus a passive. This is all really complicated, but right now in the game you've got basically you can use your sword, you've got thrust. You can actually take this guy and drag him down here and put in number 2. So I've got riposte down there. So that's how you can drag it down, and there's more complicatedness on the deck, but you don't need to do anything else outside of this. What else is there? There's shields. So if you get a shield later, you can work on deflect. That'll be your first one. Then you can, once you get that to a certain level, you can go down to bolster balance, increases chance to resist stuns. So some creatures that will just knock the crud out of you, and you kind of go, well, this if you have your balance, it gives you something to kind of defend against that. And there are other ones. So you can explore all these. If someone's going to be a ranged person, bludgeon, maces, and stuff like that. Heavy armor. You have cloth and leather armor, which is considered light armor, and you've got skills associated with it that probably make you more agile and more able to avoid damage. You got heavy armor over here, which does, how to use and effectively use heavy armor in combat. Pole arms, halberds, big weapons on that, and your blades. So this is all your combat stuff. So as you use your skills, you will get better in the game. Later on, you'll probably start adding in some magic stuff. Right now, you actually have one magic, Healing Touch. That's over here in the life tree, and that's your first one. So you've got, that's why it's down there. You've also got one here that you'll go open it at some point. You don't have it yet. You'll probably want to learn Light. Light is basically throws a fireball above your head, so when you walk around the dark, you can see. As you get better at it, it lasts for better. So right now, at very level 1, it says it lasts for 2 minutes. As you get higher up, more experience with it, it lasts for longer, like 10 minutes or something. Need them down in the dungeons and stuff. There's other magics: fire, death, air, moon, water. There's a chaotic, which is kind of not used. It's kind of a mixture of all. Unbounded. You have tactics, things you're learning. This increases your base health. This one increases your reckless stance, increases your attack speed at the expense of damage resistance. So you can attack faster, but because you're kind of going wild, you can't defend as well. You've got this one with trained strength, brings up your health and stuff on there. You'll learn some other ones that are in here. You have parry. This is one you're going to be able to parry stuff as well. It's one of your defensive ones. So this is your skill trees over here. So this is it's really complicated. Don't worry too much about it in the beginning. Just bring out the ones you basically want to use. We're going to get you out into the world and get those raised up. It's easy to get those up to 40. A little bit harder to get them up to about 60. And then it starts taking some work to get them from 60 up to 100. 100 is a lot. Last thing I want to talk about in the skill thing is you have a pool. Right now in my adventuring pool, I have 8,650 points. It's not a lot. So every time you use a skill and you raise up your skill, you increase it a bit, it takes from the pool. So raising your skill is a negative on the pool. The way to increase the pool is to kill things. So if I kill a monster, I get points. As I'm killing it, I'm using it, but once I kill it, I get points. If you kill a rat, I don't think there's rats in this game, but let's just go with that analogy. If you kill a rat, you only get that much points. You kill a bear, you get that much points. You kill a big, heavy monster, you get that much points. So the difficulty of the monster will give you certain ones. Like there's certain bears I go and fight that are really tough. Those bears will give me 2,000 points per kill. But you got to be a stronger character to do that. In the beginning, you had to kill basic things: wolves, animals, small bears, and whatnot. So your crafting has its own pool. So it has 10,000, so we haven't done anything on that one. So it has its own pool. They are separate. So just be aware of that. And we'll talk a little bit more about skills later. So here we are. We've got our sword. I'm trying to think what else is here. Anything else you can see? If you see barrels that don't have the metal rings around them, you can hit E on them. I'm going to get out of my combat mode. Remember, that's the Z key. You can come up and kick it. You can find stuff like gold. Here's a crate. Gold. Good. So if you see these things, especially in the beginning, take it. Leather scrap is used in crafting with leather. You'll find that later. Here's some gold. You got an explosive potion. It's worth money at this point in the game to sell it. And gold. So that was cool. There's one up here, so you can use spacebar to jump up. I got a coconut. Woohoo! So let me go back in my inventory here. One of the things you'll notice down here at the bottom is how much gold you have. Now I have 65 gold. It's not a lot. And it tells you down here you're carrying 25.2 weight. I don't know what you want to call it. It's just weight. So I call it stones. So 25.2 stones, and you're able to carry 91. So you're able up to 91. You have no problem. Once you go past 91, it starts slowing you down. So you want to use your bank and go put that stuff. But your gold is not something. It's always with you. You can never see it. It's always here. So when you go to trade or buy stuff, it takes it out of there, but it's not something you have to go to your bank and get it. If you played Ultima Online, once again, not like you had to go to your bank and get a check or get a pile of gold. It's just always with you. It doesn't add to your weight. So just think of it as you have a magical ATM card. It's the best way I can describe it. So we're here, got some more bodies on the ground. Let's see what they got. I'm going to search them. The Knight's Creed and some gold, which we can read later. Nothing on them. 5 gold. So in the beginning you want to do a lot of gathering. Oath of the Knights of Norgard. Nope, found out an elf. Hey, there's a sword right here. It's a rusty one, so let's take that. In the beginning you can actually just take it and you just take it and oh, there's a dude. There's a bard. So this one you can see, once again, it's a gate with a thing. I'm mousing over it. You can double click it or hit E. Let's find out what this bard had to say. Wait a minute. You're not Tracy. You're the avatar of the prophecy. Outlander, hear me. You're part of the greatest song to be sung. Actually, let me get in here. Sing. It's not often I'm lost for crafting a song, but yet I find myself speechless of the ferocity of what happened here in Highvale. Highvale. All the carving through these gates was Highvale. I came originally through. It has been many ages since I returned. To find it in such a state left me without words. Blah blah blah. Even the good Captain Gawain was mortally wounded in the attack. Oh, he's just here. Nothing much on it. He's all, oh my god, it's destroyed. Oh, look, a chest. What's in there? Nothing. Anything in here? It's a cabinet. Leather boots. Hey, you know what? I think those are kind of crapped out, though. They are. They're broken. As I say, put them on your feet. There is something else. You do have a rusty sword. So, we did get a rusty sword, didn't we? I think it automatically threw that onto our character. It did. So we got a rusty sword and a Highvale defender sword. So you got two. And you can take those off and drag it over here. And drag it back. There's nothing wrong with that. So now, if you look at this, if I go into my... I got two. Wow. I have not unlocked the ability to use free attack, so you just got to use normal. You have to use their automated attack for right now until you get a little bit older. Anything in here? You can take the jugs off the thing. There's a ceramic plate. A tomato. You can take that if you want. There's some barrels here, so let's go click those open. Oh yeah! Scrap fabric is used for on the sewing table, tailoring. I got another explosive potion, some scrap. Those potions says 25. Usually if you take them to a vendor, there's a sword again. I'll take that. If you take it to a vendor, you can sell them at half of what their value is. So if it's worth 20, you can sell it for 10. Unless you find something that someone wants metal scrap, just use in blacksmithing, or where you go to make ingots or some more metal scrap, some cloth boots. You could open the windows. Odd little things like that work. In the game, there was a ladder here. So if you go up the ladder, hit E. Got a skeleton here. So what's in this crate? Wood scrap used on a carpentry table or the milling table to make wood. There's some more wood scrap. He's got a rusty dagger here, so we'll take that. Yes, we stole from the dead. You can just drop down. You'll get some damage on that. Nothing bad. Alright, so that was it. Just we went in here. Just more looking than anything. Let's go back to that big door. I get, you know, is there anything else in here? Make sure we're not missing anything that's for free. Some more barrels. 7 gold. Leather scrap. Corpse, nothing on it. Some more dead people. See if we can find any money on them. 2 worms. Sounds gross. Worms are used for fishing. There's a healer. So much pain and death. Got some arrowheads, a wooden plate, not worth much. Knight's Vow, sure. 5 gold. I know, it seems bad that we're scavenging, but that's what we have to do right now because we don't have anything else. Anything up here? Oh, that's a Knight's Round Table. That's really cool. Everything else is kind of burnt out here. There's a pewter thing. There's some apples. Or tomatoes, actually. The tomatoes, some carrots. Some cloth. This is like where the vendors were. Here's another sword. It's a rusty 2-handed sword. One reason I said I'm picking them up is we're just going to take them. Here's a corpse. Chainmail chest armor. Sweet. Identification paper. Tracy of Resolute. Ooh. We're supposed to... Why do they keep asking if I was Tracy? Oh, so this was Tracy. They were asking if I was Tracy. Well, this is Tracy. She's dead. That sucks to be Tracy. You can get buckets of water for free at these wells. Basically, buckets of water are for agriculture. If you're raising stuff, farming. No, there, I got some gold here. What's this dying knight? I am Nina, Knight of Norgard. I would greet thee properly, but I seem to be quite tired. Yeah, double click on her. Need help? If thou seeks to heal me, do not distress myself on thy account. Samuel here has already attended me as much as he is able. There's another matter. If you will assist the knight in her final charge. What's the other matter? I didn't choose to fight here. The fight was chosen for me, for the children of Tracy were behind me. I know they sought a way to escape, but as you can see, I was quite busy. If thou could bring me some word that they survive, I'd be appreciative. Okay. Alright, find word of Nina's charge. So, looks like I want to know that her kids or something was good. Diary from Vince. Nothing there. Nothing there. More tomatoes, candles. Let's go see what's in the house here. $5 gold. Trout, wooden place lettuce, sure. Elven woodwind longbow. Nice. Candle. We don't need a candle. Let us out or go to another room. Weird. Small little covered area. That was nothing there. Oh, here. That's a book. You can find books. You can sell them. Or if you use them as decorations in your house, if you get a house later on, some more gold. See, that one has metal bands, so we can't get that one. So let's go on up. Can I get you? Yeah, I did. Anything up here? No, not really. Some jars you could take, they're not worth much anyway, so okay. If you tell, I'm actually back to where I started from, down here. I went down to the town. So I've kind of circled around here. Now this is where I start out with my training stuff. Oh, I got a cool picture. There's a bow. An arrow. An arrow. Arrows aren't worth much in the game, so don't get too excited about them. Neither the bows. So if I hit E on that bar, it'll open up the doors. So he is an elf. Now you see that it said he's coming at you. So I'm going to start, as I get there, I'm going to let it auto swing on me a little bit here. I'm going to have it attack. I can hit these two, but like I'm pressing the number 2, or I can click on number 1. Z to put away my weapons. When you put your weapons away, you heal faster. This is non-combat mode. When you go into combat mode, you don't heal as fast. So I'm going to loot them. I can go over and hit E, so I got a rusty dagger and some gold on one. As soon as you loot them fully, they will disappear. There's another rusty dagger and some gold there. Wood. Here's a mage. So we're gonna go right. We have to get right off the one. He's a ranged combat, so he can actually hit you from afar because he's casting fire spells. I'll do that quickly, and then I'm gonna start attacking on him. As those cards come available, I'm clicking on them like 1, 2. Look at that. Gold and the dagger. Check this out. Brief note. Lettuce. That's a siege weapon. So let me go back here and see who else. I saw some other guys down here. There's this elf patroller. He was trying to run away from me because he's an archer. Wanted to get some distance. Can you tell he was an archer? I got a bow and some arrows from him. That's a siege making machine. See if there's anything in there. Notes. A bass. A fish. A fish. A fish. A freshy fish. There's another guy down here. So the reason why we're doing this in here is this is pretty much set up for a new player. So it's a good way to get some experience, get some coin. You know, once you leave out of here, then you're in the real world. And then it's kind of like, you got to go figure out what else you're going to do on your own. But since we're here, if you see things like this in the ground, there's some carrots, you can actually pick them. I'm going to put my stuff away because I'm down on my health a little bit because I've been fighting. I'm kind of going around trying to see what I can find. There's some pig here. Yes, you can kill the pigs. Sacks you can open up. Cloth helm. They're easier to kill because they don't have any armor. I'm slow because he shot me with a special kind of shot. Ah, it's just a human patrol. Anybody else in these things? Nope. It's just an elven camp on here. Oh, there's a sack in here, so let's throw our weapons and open that up. Nothing. Bah. I was hoping for treasure and glory. So you can see on the map I'm kind of wandering around the area. Ah, first thing. So, trees you can chop down for wood. They have to be red like that. They look like a burnt out tree. Now here's a gray wolf as well. So is this why you need to be able to fight things? Now he's running away, like, I don't know why. But you can come up to the tree, just hit E, and you'll take out your axe that you have in there. You'll start chopping it down. That's simple. So for all these trees here, you're looking for the red one. And you tell most are green. There, I got some pine wood. Sweet. Here's the wolf. He doesn't want to fight me. I'm not going to... You see there's a red tree up there in the distance. So I'm running right back around to the town. Just kind of exploring. If there's anything I can get, you know, I'll try and get it. Where's that tree? So let's go get that one. There's a cotton bush. You can tell it's a bush with white things on it. Go up and hit E. You'll take out your sickle. And there you go. That's how you get cotton. for now, I would just store these resources in your bank until you get to the point. I'm going to take some of this. There's some pumpkins up there. You can go harvest those too. Take those out. Those using cooking. You can make pumpkin pie, or you can turn them into jack-o'-lanterns if you're a good carpentry skill. Also, here, he wants to fight me. That's good. He's got 75. So I'm going to keep hitting the 1 and the 2 for the guys down in the bottom there. I leveled up in those 2 red cards down there and my blades, which is almost at 40. Oh, I'm getting close to... I'm halfway down on my health, so I can hit a heal spell. I'm nowhere close. He's down to 8. As you get better at healing, he's running away because he's a chicken. Come back here. The only reason I want to kill him, I want to show you, if you can go up to him, you see you get like your little field dressing little icon there. If you hit E or double click it, you'll skin him. That means you have a chance to get his, not only his hide, you can get a carcass, which is actually the meat you use for cooking. You could almost get a wolf head, which you can use for mounting on plaques and mounting on people's walls and stuff. So that was it. The only reason why I wanted to run after him. I'm going to keep healing myself. Heal myself up a little bit faster. I don't think there's anything up here. Is there any mining stuff they have to show that? You'll see mining will be chunks on the stone walls, which look a little bit different, and they're called nodes. If you find a node, you can actually double click it. You can mine it just like you chop down a tree, and you get ore. So wooden or iron ore or copper ore is used to make ingots. Well, we're here. I don't see anything else back here. I do see something up there. There's a big tent. It means there's probably people there, or monsters or something. Oh, someone doesn't like me. What? Why don't you like me? Come back here. Ah, smacker you. Alright, so I loot them quickly with my E key, and then I go on to the next one. Or you can wait till the end. Because literally if you look down, you hit E. If you hit E again, that's actually the take all. It just takes it all and closes it out. So it's just a quick and efficient way to do it when you're another one. So E, done. Let's go on up here. There was a big tent up here. I'm sure there's other baddies that are up here. Check around. Oh, nothing. Just a big tent. There's a path over here. Looks like there's a path that will go through the mountain. Ooh, spooky. Here it is. A zombie. Don't worry, they're not that bad. They definitely don't like us, though. Humans. Or the living. Yep. He's 21. He's getting there. And as your skills get better, you'll do more damage. Which means making killing these a little bit faster. Rotting flesh, not sure what that's used for yet. We got some gold out of that. Now, see that? That's where a gem would be, but it's not growing out. It's like a little stubbed out version. But if you see, there's another zombie here. Small skeleton too. That was quick. It was easier than the zombie. 41 on my blades. I'm doing 1 or 2 damage with the swing, but when I do the thrust, I do like 7. So. And you'll miss. Let's heal up a little bit. He's down to 16. You get that reddish thing by default. It comes out when you're at half health. As you get down even lower, it will start pulsing. Where it's, at one point it's going boom, boom, boom. You're almost dead. If you die, you have to go find a resurrection ankh. It's a symbol. And you can resurrect there. At this and earlier on in the game, it doesn't really hurt you. Just take some time. So, here's a gem that actually does have it. You can come up to it, hit the E key on that, just like the wood chopping. You can do that, and you can mine for gems. So this isn't metal. This is actually gems you can mine for. The fragments aren't worth anything much. You need 400 of these little fragments to make a full gem. But every once in a while, you actually will find a gem. Hold on to those. People will buy them from you, and you can use them. There's some water down there, and nothing big. This is just basically showing a little cavern of what kind of a dungeon could look like. Here's another one of these, so I can go harvest that. So, we've gotten through basic skills. We've gotten through kind of raising your skills, mining and gathering stuff out here. Oh, some poor soul here. There's another gray wolf. What do we got up here? There's a tree. So I'll take that. So this looks like it's an exit out, and this looks like it's an exit out. So, I'm gonna go see if I can. I'm gonna go make my way down here. I'm supposed to leave it this time, but it will let me do it. There's another tree right here. I'll also take it. So if you get interrupted, it will stop you from gathering, even if you're in the middle of it. Make this map a little smaller now again. So once we get out here, get in the real world, what you need to do, first and foremost, is just go out in the very low level places and start fighting things. You need to start doing that and start building your character so it can kind of survive. As you collect things, skins, whatever else, go in town, take them, sell what you can, make whatever money you can, save it up. Your only job is to survive. Go out there, kill things, get loot, sell it. Do that. Do that for a while. You'll build your skills up. As you build up more and more of your skills, you'll be able to do more and more. The higher the monsters, more loot, and that kind of stuff. Until you can finally get to the point where you actually can start gathering. Oh, is he coming back? You left me. You know, you stink. As I'm trying to chop some wood. Hey, come back. Whoa. This is once where you wish you had a ranged weapon. I do have a bow on me. I could bring it up, but I have such a horrible shot with it. Okay, I don't need to chase him no more. I'm going for the exit. There's a cotton bush. Once again, you can grab on that. Usually exits do have like an overlay. Uh-oh. I can't leave. Ah. Whoa. That may kill me, actually. Oh, no! So, if you die, look for that. You'll see a beaming light up in the sky. I was almost dead from the wolf, and then I ran into the hot fire. But it's a good thing. Look up in the sky, especially at night. This is where you want to go. If you don't find one, you can't find one for whatever reason, it takes 275 clicks. But you'll get here. Once it gets to resurrect, you'll be back to full strength and you can go on your way. There are stats loss. You see a little skull that's up in the upper by your health bar. But at this age, your character really does nothing. You just won't notice a darn thing. So don't worry about it. I'm not sure where else to go because I'm going to go up this other exit. I'm gonna let the mage shoot at me. Ah, look at that! I got an arrow on my back. Ah! Since this is an exit, if this doesn't let you out, then you got something else we need to do. Maybe I have to go finish this find Nina's children or find word of Nina's charges. This looks good. Woohoo! And once you do it, this is called a scene switch. So you've gone from inside of town. I'm actually going to the overworld map, the big map. And you know, you can zoom around on the map and you can go enter into a scene, which is either a town or an adventuring area or something like that. It takes a little bit of time between them. Depending on your machine, one of the things that does help, if your game's running on an SSD drive or a faster drive, definitely helps out a lot with this. So if you got it running on an older disk, well, then it's not. So we are here. That's Highvale. Now it's kind of dark. I don't have a spell. There's Resolute up there. I can see it on the map. So I'm going to bring this map up. Now you see the map's kind of changed. You can double click or zoom down. Here's Resolute up here. Here's Highvale. These are this is Joanna's Buff and Swordfields. These are player-owned towns. This is a little player-owned town. But we want to go across the bridge, across the river. We want to go north, go over to Resolute. We want to go find this this person's beloved. All these all have stuff. So on the map, you basically you can't jump. You basically can just walk. I'm going to go over to Resolute and see this way we're going to get a light spell soon. Now here you can double click on the click on the enter, or you can hit the E key as well. Your E is like your magical key. It's everything. So entering things, opening things, collecting things, using things. So personally, if you're a mouse clicker, please go right ahead. It's okay. If you're a keyboard person, you're on your WSAD keys. Then the E is just your everyday bread and butter key. So we're into Resolute. So if you look at the map, it's going to be a little bit different now. It's going to have more the detailed city. And you can click down. Looks like when you get in here, there's a plaza. Rose flowers, the travelers. Sandra Black. Town crier. Basically tells you if what's going on in the world. It tells you open lots if people can buy housing and stuff where it's at. You got a combat merchant. Adventure trader. We want to go see the adventure trader because we want to get our light spell. So we have first thing. So let's go on in here. Knight of Norgard. Knight. Yep, we're gonna go right through them. You can talk to the knights. I'm sure they have something special to say, but doesn't. So to open up the gate, there's usually either it's a door you open up, your cursor will turn green. If not, oh sorry, it's lagging a little bit here. There's a lot loading on in the city here. There's your little. How does that work? Let me in. Hi, it can only be operated by the guy. Dost thou need the gate opened? Oops. Yes. Ah, you are a knight of Norgard. Look like sound the part, but thou carry the papers of a knight. Art thou Tracy of Highvale? Are thy papers attest? Commerce is so tough help. Identification papers. You drag that over. Good. So, I guess that's what I did. I don't know if that's really fair or not, but I just want to get in the city. So there is an adventure trainer here. I'm going to do something right off. Adventure trainers will train you on your adventuring skills. More importantly, I want to learn light. It cost me 100 coin. It's a good thing we've been collecting over there. I've got 438. So I'm going to take that one. I want to learn this skill. And then I'm going to take it and drop it right down here in whatever number. So there it is, number 6. Anything else in bladed? I could learn, increase my combat speed. Sure, why not? Let's pick that one up. So that one set the gain too. So I'm gaining on all 3 of these. I'm working on this tree. That's it for now. So with your, now you can steal these weapons. They're not sellable. You can go salvage them. You can steal all these weapons. But you do have track your virtue. And it will take a hit on your virtue. So be careful with that. I try not to steal in the town, steal everywhere else. This guy's over here practicing at the target. So he's taking shots at it, and this is valid and clear. And trying to raise his archery. So let me get out here. Now I'm going to press that number 6 key. Let's go to a dark corner here. Now everything's kind of lit up. That's over here. I'll press my number 6 key. That's my light ball. And it will stay out there for 2 minutes. As I use the skill more and more, it will last longer and longer. So, alchemy, cooking supplies, magic supplies, barkeep. That's where we want to go. In the game, like anywhere else, you want to go find something, you're looking for someone, head to the bar. It's kind of like a default position. So let's go see if we can find whoever this is. Deliver Gawain's amulet. Okay, so she was the one we saw out there when we first got there. Here's a patron. It's a female. Good day. I hope to find you well. What's your name? Amber. What's your job? I'm a traveling merchant. I keep busy the place. Do you know where Bridget is? Ah, I asked her Bridget. She says, she's right here. Maybe you can take her mind off of worries. Maybe this is Bridget. So I'll double click her. Bar patron. Use a little arrow here will move her. Let's see. What's your name? William? Oh, that's not who I wanted. I thought you were Bridget. Where is... She said she was right here. Maybe she's upstairs. Let's see that again. I'll open her back up. Where is she? She says she's here. Traveler. Yeah, is that her? What's your name? No. She's someone else. Oh, maybe her. Name? This is Rose Flowers. Okay, goodbye, Rose Flowers. I don't need you. Oh, she doesn't have a name. She has a name. She has a name. Where is this lady she talked about? Is she outside wandering around? Am I missing her? Let's go see if I can ask him. A sales window will come up. This is where you can buy things and drag them over, but you can click on the hello keyword and say this. Trying to see if you can tell me where Bridget's at. She's right here. Well, I don't know where she is right here because she's not. I'm gonna wait for daytime to come up. Maybe she'll pop back in here. Let me go look here. There is a weapons dealer here. Combat merchant. Let's go see if we can sell anything. There's a blacksmith. Crafting supplies merchant. So you can bring up on him. You know where bridge it's at? That's how Night Captain Bridge can be found in the Rose and Branch. In the Rose and Branch. Okay. What's your job? Let's see if he can. Want to browse your wares? Yes. I want to browse. It doesn't have it either, so we're gonna hop out. Where is the rose and bud? Is that the name of this joint? Huh. 1 second. I'm actually going on my other machine here to SotAmap.com. And I want to go into actually the map we're looking at down there. A little bit more detail. Actually going into the Resolute map. No. See if this merchant. Here's the merchant. So she sells all types of recipes to cook stuff. What I want to look at is sell. Now, there's a bunch of stuff that I bought, like these arrowheads which are worth nothing. These arrowheads are worth something. The bass is worth something. You can double click them, it'll go over. I'm not using any of that, none of that. We're going to keep that chainmail. Get rid of the cloth boots. Actually, I want the cloth boots. Cloth helm is gone, coconut's gone. Corpse wax is gone. We don't need a bow. We're not doing that. We don't need the potions either. If you double click it, how many you want? 2. Fabric scraps, let's carry that over there. Leather boots which are broken are fine. Let's just take all this stuff over there. Now this is all these leather stabs and wands. I'm going to take all these. I can click on one, hold down the shift, click on another. I can take a bunch of them over. Lettuce, metal scrap, pine wood, ruby fragments, all this. This is all right now just a lot of weight on your thing. So let's just take this all, put it here, throw it over. And they tell me they're going to give me, I have 238 exchange total, they're going to give me 364, at the end I'll have 602. Cool. So that's it. I actually just sold a bunch of my stuff. That's how you make money in the beginning, is just simply do that. What I am going to do is look up here. I still got all these papers. Now, these arrows were worth nothing, so they're just carrying on weight in my pack. So I'm going to select them all. I'm going to right click them and say destroy. Just get rid of them. This carrot is a 0 value carrot. Just destroy it. It's like you're going to use it for anything right now. This we're keeping. This we're keeping. The map we're keeping. Potions. Some other stuff we're keeping in there. There's some other 0 value stuff here, like these items. For right now, I'm just going to clean up my inventory. And now they give you some torches to light up to use, but you've got your spell now, so you don't need those either. So this chest mail, that's a really full set. That's a nice piece. So weight is 5. Yeah, I'm going to take this one, I'm going to right click it and say equip, and my copper one's going to come into here. Now, I also have some cloth boots. What do I have here? Cloth boots. Oh, so they're the same. That's good. Okay, so I got a little bit better armor on there. I don't think I have a cloth hat, do I? No. So there we go. I just want to find now this, this Frigid. They keep telling me she's here. She out on the balcony? Nope. I think this is her. This is her. Good day, traveler. I just woke her up. Name. I'm Sandra Black. I don't want Sandra Black. I want Bridget. Where's Bridget? Alright. I am at a loss on here. So I'm going to have to go come back and hopefully when it gets daytime, maybe that's going to release it. It's getting there. Let's see if he knows where she's at. Oh, if you visit the town crier in every new city for the first time, you'll get 100 gold. Which is why it says that right above where I'm typing. No, it doesn't know anything about it. He gives me a list of lots. These are all occupied by people. Maybe... What's this traveler? Greetings, what's your name? Is Dawn. Alias? Alright, so we've got to come in here. We're in the town. I need to find Bridget to complete that request, which is will help me out, I'm sure. Got your basic combat, got your basic inventory, what to loot and sell, how to start putting stuff down here and start using it. Z key to come in and out, I key for your backpack. You can move these windows around and drag them around. M for your map. J for your journals. You can see your current tasks, which are listed up on the left, or you can see your journal entries. You may want to turn all these tips to come off. They'll come off. K is for your skills. You can click on each one and see your different trees. Right now we're working on this one here. We've opened a new one up there. You drag those things down onto your hotbar in here. You could use them. So if I want to cast light, I can do click this. Like I'll click this one. That's a heal. Or I could hit the number 6 key and do basically the same thing. E is the best key to open and execute stuff. So yeah. So this is the start of Eleanor Strongbow. So for today, I'm Eleanor Strongbow. SotAtutorials.com. So I'll hop back in tomorrow. See if we can find Bridget, get that going, and then get you down to an area where we can start working on a good place to go hunting. It's basically close to a town where you can go back and forth and work on your skills, and we'll start working on that for a bit. Some point I have to go find the bank in here. I've never been to Resolute, so I'll have to go find the bank, show you where to go interact with the bank. We'll do that tomorrow. So that's the first start. So they call this part 1 of the new introduction series. So I'll keep using Eleanor here as a trainer, you know, in the lower level stuff, and then we'll go from there. So hope that helps out. If you got comments, put them in the video. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Once again, this is Eleanor Strongbow, Elena Strongbow from SotAtutorials.com. Take care, safe travels, happy adventuring.